Hey everybody, Joshua Johnson here, great to see you. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to make healthier, cheaper, easier backpacking meals, as well as share with you some of the history and culture beyond some of today's most common food items. Let's get started. Perhaps you're like me when it comes to hiking food. I tend to subscribe to the food is fuel school of thought. What I mean by that is, after long days on my feet, when I'm tired, wet, cold, hungry, and sore, the last thing I want to do is spend a lot of time preparing an elaborate camping meal. For this reason, I usually prefer food options that are pre-packaged, portioned, and only require short cooking times, maybe not more than 5 to 10 minutes or so from the time I get my water boiling. Also, I'm pretty frugal and conservative with my money, so I prefer my adventuring sustenance to be as cost effective as possible. Foods that fit all the criteria I've just mentioned include things like quick cooked pasta, oatmeal, aka porridge, ramyun, also known as ramen noodles, and instant rice dishes. Though these options are often filling, contextually tasty, and have lots of carbs and sodium and electrolyte, they often lack fiber, protein, and certain types of micronutrients. Here's 3 quick, easy, and cheap ways to change that. Option 1. Dehydrated baby spinach. Spinach is thought to have originated in the Middle East about 2,000 years ago, likely in ancient Persia, and from there it spread, established over the centuries through India, China, Nepal, and the Mediterranean. It was introduced to Spain by the Moors sometime around the end of the 1st century, and by the 1500s was available in England and France. By the early 1800s, it was being cultivated in the US as well. As I've just detailed, spinach is widely available in most places, and unlike other green vegetables such as broccoli, tends to dehydrate extremely fast due to its thin, leafy green structure. To start, just place fresh baby spinach in your convection oven or dehydrator, set it to 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and run it overnight. You'll know it's ready when the spinach is very brittle and easily crumbles to a coarse powder. If it's at all leathery or flexible, it's not dehydrated enough yet. I find it's better to use baby spinach instead of the more mature variety, as the fibers found in adult plants just don't dehydrate or crumble as well. The 120 gram or quarter-pound bag of spinach that I started with reduced down to just a few tablespoons. You can use other varieties of leafy green vegetable as well, but I find that spinach is the most to my own liking. Store your dehydrated baby spinach powder in the freezer when not in use. When you go to add some to your camp cooking, it rehydrates almost immediately, and the flavor is very concentrated, so a little goes a long way. Just add a little bit. Option 2. Dehydrated hummus. Hummus is a Middle Eastern dip made from cooked pureed chickpeas blended with garlic, lemon juice, salt, spices, and tahini, which is basically just roasted sesame seed paste. It's often topped with olive oil. Realistically, you can use whatever spices you like, but the more traditional varieties include ground cumin, parsley, and sumac. Sumac has a sort of lemony taste to it. If you don't have sumac, you can use smoked paprika as a substitute. The food origins of hummus are contested, but the word in Arabic literally means chickpeas, as confirmed by my friend Ziad, who is originally from Mosul in Iraq. Thanks, Ziad. The chickpea itself dates back over 10,000 years in Turkey and is reportedly one of the earliest legumes ever cultivated. Now, to make dehydrated hummus, you can start with either normal store-bought or alternatively make your own for a fraction of the cost. Just take the ingredients I mentioned earlier and puree them in a blender. Note, however, that as olive oil doesn't exactly dehydrate and will oxidize or go rancid over time, I prefer to leave it out. Once blended, spread your hummus in a dish and dehydrate at 60 degrees Celsius until it's brittle and crumbly. I prefer to store this in the freezer as well. I got this idea for dehydrated hummus from my Canadian friend Zach. Thanks, Zach. By the way, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Option 3. Pre-cooked dehydrated lentils and other legumes. Lentils are one of the oldest known domesticated crops. In fact, evidence found in Greece and Syria indicate that lentils have been around for at least the last 13,000 years. The word lentil is derived from the Latin lens, which is also where modern-day optical lenses get their name from. To make your own dehydrated lentils, you can either dehydrate your own cooked lentils as well as other legume varieties, or opt for store-bought. In either case, pre-cooked dehydrated lentils work extremely well in a wide range of backpacking meals, for example, lentil bolognese. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Cheers.